trust compliance.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I know we were all confused as to what day it is.
Because of Ruby.
Because of Ruby.
Don't do that.
So yesterday Ruby was like, it's almost the weekend. And so all of us were like, oh yeah, Thursday. When it wasn't.
Because technically Wednesday is the middle of the work week. It's hump day. And to me, in my brain, it's almost the weekend.
It's a very optimistic view.
Yeah.
Very glass half full.
I really do appreciate it. It's like saying on Tuesday night, well, tomorrow's hump day. That means basically we are already halfway.
I mean, hey.
You notice
I said what I said.
This is kind of funny and totally off topic, and then we'll get to more important topics. But growing up, I used to tell my siblings before it was my birthday, but next year I'm going to be 8. And they're like, yeah, but tomorrow you're going to be 7. I'm like, but next year I'm going to be 8. I always looked ahead too. Okay, off topic. Nobody.
I was like, all right.
Like, whatever. So one of the trending topics that we did this morning was asking you guys if you thought the vote yesterday at the North Carolina House was fair or not. So the controversy
It was loud.
It was loud.
We apologize for that. That was a lot.
Right.
We have the soundbite if we want to.
Let's play it. Let's
Here-
wake people up.
Here we go.
If this is the way you believe democracy works, shame on you! This is not appropriate, and you know it. The people of North Carolina, you will answer to the people of North Carolina! You are deceiving all of North Carolina! Your leadership is an embarrassment to the history of this great state!
The police officers came in there in the background at the end.
Representative Butler from Wilmington.
And listen, I appreciate her passion.
She was really upset.
This has been
And
going on since June. And so I think that was a bubbling up of months worth of, hey, wait a second. From her point of view, you guys are being sneaky.
So we're talking about the state budget, which the governor vetoed, and the House just overrode that veto yesterday.
And Tim Moore, who you see right there, has been very, very open since June. That as soon as he thought he had the votes, he's the Speaker of the House, so I mean, he's the guy in charge.
Yeah.
As soon as he thought he had the votes, he was going to do it, and he's been very clear, very open about it.
So they needed 61 people, I believe, yesterday to have that vote, and 3/5 of the majority of the voting members to override the veto. And they had that yesterday. Now, the controversy is that obviously yesterday was the anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. So some people were saying that they weren't there, they were at memorial services, and they were assumed or led to believe that there wouldn't be this vote held yesterday. And there was. And there were 9 Democrats present out of 55 and 55 Republicans.
That is an awful lot. So you're telling me that out of so that you said 9 out of 55?
Yes.
Okay, so there were 40, let me do my math, 46 who were at 9/11 memorials?
Well, there's only been confirmed definite 1 or 2 of them that were at that, but that was part of the conversation as to the reason why they're saying so many were out.
Okay. I don't know, this makes me think, okay, we talked about this difference between what's morally appropriate and what's legally appropriate. Legally, they can hold a vote whenever they want.
Maybe ethically,
Right.
Yeah, ethically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, listen, coming up with creative ways to get a vote.
That's nothing new, right?
Nothing new. I mean,
It'd probably be true if the reverse happened as well.
100%. And like you talk about Nancy Pelosi, she is known for being shrewd. And the whole way Obamacare happened back in 2010 or whatever it was
Very
highly
similar.
controversial because of the way she got the votes.
So this isn't just
it's all
Republicans, it's
politics.
everybody.
This is different. This is for sure different. And Democrats said they were misled. From what I've seen, it doesn't appear that Republicans broke the rules as much as maybe they betrayed the trust of some of the Democrats.
And maybe you could say that's an ethical thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And now that vote goes to the Senate, which I believe they only need 1 Democrat to get it to pass
Yes.
in the Senate. So, but we'll see.
A lot of conversation with Democrats today with this fellow Democrats. I'm sure. Yeah.
with that one that could be a swing, absolutely.
All right.
All right, moving on to the next topic here, the vaping ban. So the Trump administration was talking yesterday with officials, and the president addressed the media about enforcing some strict rules and regulations in the near future, saying he's going to come back in a couple weeks with a plan, basically, of possibly banning non-tobacco flavored vapes or e-cigarettes. And we've been talking about vapes for a long time on our morning show because of back to school and schools regulating them and parents and hospitalizations and that kind of thing. So it's a hot topic altogether.
Certainly so. The bottom line is this. Whether it's a vaping product, an e-cigarette, or an actual cigarette, the difference is cigarettes have tobacco and nicotine. E-cigarettes have nicotine, no tobacco. They're both bad.
There's never been enough research as of now about what vaping does, what the total effect it has on the body. They're just not coming up with the
still so
reason. Some of these
new.
people are dying. It's from the oil. And a lot of times it takes that oil, vitamin E, or something else to get the vaporization, and then once it gets in your lung, it condenses back into a liquid and then to a solid. And cakes on the lungs. So I think there's a lot of research has to be done about the severity of
certainly.
vaping and how bad it is.
I will say this, I do know firsthand a lot of people who have quit smoking by switching to like an e-cigarette, like a Juul or something, and then weaning themselves off of tobacco, and then off of nicotine altogether that way, and then quitting both. So the point
that
is,
was how it was originally started.
yeah, it was kind of marketed that way.
Yeah.
The doctors have come out and said, actually, there's a whole Cleveland Clinic. There's a doctor weighing in on this and saying, like, look, we have to go to evidence-based methods of quitting smoking because it was marketed. Remember, the original was
my
that
grandmother did that actually.
right, quit smoking by using this.
So because it was marketed that way, now there's a lot of confusion as to why this ban is, I guess,
because the crazy thing is kids who've never even smoked, who aren't addicted to cigarettes,
correct.
they just started using it to use it.
taking advantage
I mean,
of it.
I think the fact of the matter is kids are kids, and when there's a trend, they want to get their hands on it, and so they are, and unfortunately, probably in a lot of the cases that they're hospitalized or some of the deaths have happened,
Well, they also
could be these
overdo
black
it.
market.
Adults know when to stop,
Well-
and these kids just on and on. There's no stopping. I think that's part of it right there. is the amount that they do and how often they do it.
And we've
Adults are trying to quit smoking. Kids are going, hey, this is cool.
This is cool. This is the
They're
trend.
starting
This is
to
the
get
thing. I look
addicted
cool
to
at
nicotine
school
rather
doing
than
it.
using it to stop the addiction to nicotine.
And it tastes good. It's like all these flavors that attract you, like bubble gum and
Which
whatever
is also
else.
part of the big problem.
Yeah. So definitely something that we'll be keeping our eyes on as we're moving forward. Okay. So have you guys seen? Do you normally do an advent calendar?
Every year.
On occasion. Not
what
every-
calendar?
An advent calendar.
I always do it at
You
work.
open the doors.
Yes.
You count down to Christmas.
I don't think I do that.
What do
You
you mean you don't
don't
think?
think-
Do you or do you not?
This is cause for introspection right here.
This is a yes or no.
You don't think.
Because I think
Tell
I
us
thought
more.
about doing it, but then I don't do it.
Right.
So you don't do
So
it.
you don't
So
do
I
it.
don't.
I don't either, Ruby.
I'm
I've
glad
never
we
done it.
resolved that.
You haven't?
What about if I gave you a
Well,
superstar
I mean, I think it's,
sparkling?
just,
Because of chocolates.
oh, that's
That's you open the doors and there are chocolates in there.
Oh, I thought it was wine.
Well, this story.
This one is wine.
This is mine.
Okay.
Yeah, this one I guess is a new Superstar Sparkling Advent Calendar, and it has 24 mini bottles of different kinds of sparkling wine, and it's on sale right now. I don't know where, but.
At the sparkling wine store.
So do you do chocolate, wine, or what do you do?
Well, I haven't ever done the wine one, but I've done a calendar before, and it's kind of fun because I mean I count down to
Are you
the
doing it
days.
with another person or just yourself?
Well, you have it in your house while other people are,
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it's like something that my mom did with us when we
Yeah,
were
parents
kids.
do it with like little prizes and gifts.
Well, we
right?
always did a chocolate, like a one with chocolate. My sister, like, we get one day and then I get the next day. But now that I'm an adult, I get all the days. I actually always bring it to the station. I always have one at the station. Yeah,
I
Trader
feel
Joe's
like-
has them for like 99 cents, and
Yeah,
they're
Trader Joe.
great.
Trader Joe one. I feel like I get excited about it for the first few days.
And then you're over it.
And then
And the next thing I know, it's December 26th, and I didn't do the last 12.
The thing
Oh.
is,
Then you eat them all at once.
Yeah.
Bring them in the station.
so do you really?
somebody will eat it.
I guess you don't have to drink the wine every single day.
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's the whole point.
I know. But I'm like, I just thought, I really like wine, so maybe I'll get that one.
I'm
but
looking this up.
a
What
mini
is it
bottle of
called?
Wine for
They're
24
mini-
days.
Yeah, they're mini bottles.
What is this thing called?
It's okay.
Sparkling
It's
what?
It's responsible.
Yes, healthy.
Can you tell me what this thing's
the
called?
sparkling
Yes.
Superstar Sparkling Advent
Are
Calendar.
you doing the Google?
I'm Googling it, even though we have no service in our, conveniently enough, we have no service in the
Can I
studio.
ask you a question? Does anybody use anything beyond Google, like Bing or anything else?
Not
Yahoo?
anymore.
Yeah.
Alta Vista. Remember Alta Vista back in the day?
Yeah.
That was one.
And AOL.
Do you?
I use Google, but occasionally I'll do Bing just because.
You just feel like you maybe should throw them a bone a little bit.
Yeah.
I get it.
And Yahoo, occasionally. Yahoo.
What was the other one?
Yahoo.
Netscape, was that one? What were the ones? I'm trying to
Netscape?
think.
Oh, that's way back.
Early ones.
Yes.
Well, there's Safari, obviously.
AOL.
Remember when we talked about the Ecosia, because they donate the trees during the Amazons when the wildfires were big topic?
Yeah, but I didn't know that was a search
that's
engine.
a search engine.
I didn't know that.
I did not know either.
Learn something new every day.
And that's what they were saying. Like basically, if you just do the search, if you just search on their site instead of Google, then they'll donate a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say how much this thing was?
No, tell us.
How much?
It's 24 mini
What
bottles
does
of
Google
wine.
say?
Well, this is telling me I can only get it in the UK, which is pretty annoying.
We do a lot of
You
stories.
can't
We
order
talk
it?
about the UK, don't we?
We do, and it's
Not
125 pounds, which is $300.
How many pounds?
125.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness.
a lot of money.
I'm getting the 99-cent one from
You're
Trader
not flying
Joe's.
to Europe, not to UK.
Not today, honey.
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
All right.
Are you guys ever afraid somebody's going to steal your lunch? Because our refrigerator is next
Negative.
level at
But
the
the
station.
refrigerator has a nice aroma, doesn't it?
Right? I
It is
would leave my lunch in there, even
disgusting.
if I brought lunch to work.
Like,
And I was
legit,
like,
if you want to, like, really hurt someone, make them stand in front of that
Open the door
refrigerator.
up. Oh, my.
I'm sure other offices have a problem.
I don't, who knows? That's up for
it's
debate.
news people that are gross.
Well, the problem is
it's
people
so many
leaving their
people.
food in there
Yeah.
Okay,
and
well,
forgetting it.
this story is basically there's a
Yeah.
lunchbox designed that you can lock it and put it in the fridge. That picture on the
That
left
is
is
funny.
probably our own fridge.
Combo set?
But that's a huge bag. Wouldn't that take up more space?
Yeah, we're not going to be able
That's
to.
annoying.
I mean, I think our problem here at our station is the smell and forgetting your lunch in there and it getting old, not necessarily like, hey, Ben, that salad of yours, I'm eating it for lunch.
There have been a few cases of theft and thievery.
Why would you steal someone's food?
yes.
Because you're hungry?
Now, coffee creamer, off limits. That just gets used by anybody.
Yeah,
it's true,
I see
it's
that.
true.
But your whole lunch?
Listen,
Leave it.
It's just like that thing, like when you are living with a significant other or whoever or your
Yes,
friend,
do tell us.
and you have your mouth set on something
Yes.
all day, and then
Your
you get
mouth?
home,
Is that what you just said?
Your mouth, your taste buds set on something.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense, right?
Some would say mind. But
Mine.
most
Most people
people-
say
I
your
would say
mind.
Oh, I would say my mouth, my
Okay.
taste buds set on
Okay.
something all day. Like
Yes.
I'm tasting it.
would be
And
something,
all
would
day,
be something
craving
in an
it.
advent calendar.
Yeah, it's something, and then I get home and it's gone. It's just like the audacity of you to do that. So
They should know you want it.
Yeah, so I don't understand why people would steal food because why would you do that?
Well, we all know this, and you should know this by now if you've ever watched the show. Ruby is serious about her food.
I am. So
You plan things out in advance. She's like,
I do.
oh, at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna go and get this with
good.
this
Yeah.
6-piece, this with this sauce, and this.
correct.
I'm
Thinking
getting
about Waffle House this morning.
the more I am around Ruby, the more I feel like her place is immaculate.
Oh, it is.
That her fridge has all her options.
Oh, it's pretty much. It's OCD.
decorated.
It's pretty much gone. No food is left.
So
right?
the
On
thing is,
Fridays, on the weekends, it's pretty much gone. I go to the grocery store on Sunday.
Now we know her whole plan.
Anyway,
okay, so
these chairs.
Let's pull up Carolyn's poll on Twitter.
Okay.
do it.
This was hot topic right before we ended Wake Up Charlotte on TV. So she's asking, would you attempt to spend 30 hours in a coffin with another person? You would get $600 and a season pass to Six Flags. Now you do get to go to the bathroom. You do get to have meal breaks. I'm assuming 3 in the day.
Coffins are not that big. I'm telling you. How can you get? You can't get another person in there.
I think that might be part of the deal. Is that
Yeah.
Like you would have to like lay on top of each other.
Lay on top of each other. That would be bizarre.
you basically have to spoon for 30 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
There's
Like
not enough room
if
for
you
that.
could fit in the spooning position.
Yeah.
God, you have to really like someone. Like, if I really like you, I'm all over you, but not for 30 hours.
So I just Googled how big is a coffin,
Wow.
and it says 84 inches long by 28 inches wide.
See, I'm telling you.
By
That's
23
why.
inches.
24.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
assume these are specially designed, though, are they not?
So this
I don't
is
know.
I'm looking
It
it
says
up.
a coffin.
I just like average. How
6
big is the average coffin?
Six Flags in New Jersey. They're bringing back. They call it the Coffin Challenge, and it'll be later
I
this
couldn't
month.
do it.
And I believe I was told by one of the producers when we were talking about this story that people come up and try to scare you and do
Wait a minute.
things.
Okay, this does say participants, it's going to be 6. There's 6 coffins. Participants will be exposed to fog, dramatic lighting,
What?
flash photography, and extreme weather
That's
conditions
why I need $60,000, not $600.
Where is this taking place?
For 30 hours.
in
New
Jersey. Like, as if New Jersey's not scary enough.
Somebody's
Forget
gonna
about
do it.
We're
We'll
not
see
gonna
it
do it.
on
We're
the
not gonna
internet.
do this thing where you go in the coffin where you or somebody
Ann
else.
says, no way. Coffins, no ma'am. No man.
Don't put me in a coffin until it's my time.
It's just weird to begin with.
I know. All right, this cake is pretty cool. A little funky. If you like Harry Potter, take a look at it. So basically, it's an Australian woman. This has gone viral because you see that little, that's a gold snitch from Harry Potter, and it's levitating.
The detail is amazing.
That really
Yeah.
is.
It's pretty
Some work
crazy.
in
So
that.
I
How long
guess,
did it take her to do that?
I wouldn't want to eat
well,
it.
it was done by a baker, and they used magnets to make that little gadget levitate
That's really
above
cool.
the cake.
Yes.
I know, pretty neat.
Creativity.
All right, before we wrap this thing up, it's game day.
Woo!
Also, the Democratic debates.
Yeah, tonight.
So what are you watching? Which
So
one?
when you tune in tomorrow morning, we will have the Panthers update and the debate update.
That's right.
We will.
That's right. That is true.
So Ben will be the only person, Ben and Brad will be the only
Yep.
2 people
Yeah,
in
partner,
the
yep.
entire North Carolina area and South Carolina area watching the debate. So he will give us all
There's like 35
Updates.
people on stage.
Right? So round up your
and
questions
2
now.
people watching.
10, there's only 10 tonight.
Wow.
Almost a full
Only
football
10.
team. Almost
10.
11. It'd
It's
be a
the first
football
time,
team.
but it's
yeah.
the first time. It's super exciting.
Oh, really?
Because it's the first time Alton will be on one stage. It's-
Whoa.
So it's going to
Guess
be.
who's next to each other?
So Biden
Yeah.
and Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's looking out for.
Hey, I saw
know.
people, I mean, I guess how do you avoid, it is Thursday, but people on Twitter saying like, why the heck would you put a debate on football night? Like, come on.
Well, because the rest of the country, not necessarily Panther fans.
yeah, let's
Right.
say
Not
not everybody
everyone
is
is
a
gonna
football
be a Panthers
fan.
I'm sure there are other Thursday night games though.
Well, I mean, and then when you think about it, honestly, by the end of this thing, by the time we get to the Iowa caucus and stuff, I mean, there's probably going to be a dozen debates. So, I mean,
Right, it's a lot.
They're inherently going to fall on dates and times that are not going to be
The
convenient.
ratings are probably not going to be all that great.
Probably.
It's on that other network. Well,
That's right.
just to let you know, it's going to be another day with temperatures in the mid-90s.
Wow.
Tomorrow, Scare wins. Remember, the first 400 people who donate a pint of blood get in free. Blah. You can only donate 1 pint, by the way.
In case you were trying to be
In case you were
Hey,
wondering.
and make sure if you donate that blood, then ride some roller coasters so you get some food in your system.
Oh, boy. I'd say that would be
That's true.
interesting, yeah.
That's very
have,
true.
Yeah, have a little. When you donate a pint of blood, they always give you a little.
Yes,
cracker
a little
Coca-Cola.
orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What is this music?
Still a cheer for the Panthers.
Panthers. I heard this at the end of the show. I love it.
Exciting.
Go Panthers. Have a great day, guys.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow, Ruby.
It's Friday. Yeah.